What's up, everybody? Kellen Nitro for Nitromaniac TV's wrestling channel, and it is time to bring in the new contributor. That's right. It was teased at the beginning of the month that a brand new contributor would be contributing to Nitromaniac TV's wrestling channel in 2018, and he's here right now. He is a man that I've worked with in the past, and he is a man that I consider a good friend. In fact, probably one of my best friends ever. He is mighty. He is maniacal. He's a maniac. He is Morehouse.
Hey yo, I'm holding up 4 fingers right now, but I guess there's only 2 of us, so we can be the 2 horse guys.
the 2 horse guys, exactly. So, well, first of all, thank you very much for coming on board. We're going to have a lot of fun with Nitromaniac TV. We'll tell the people about a little project that you and I are going to be doing a little bit at the very end of the kind of Q&A here. But my first question, just so the fans get to know where you're coming from as a fan, what's your fandom like? Like, where did you start being a fan? What angle brought you into wrestling? And yeah, we'll start from there.
Growing up as a kid, we used to get Maple Leaf Wrestling on ITV, which is all the WWF house shows that were taped to, target the Canadian audience. So I grew up watching a lot of that. I remember the first match I probably ever watched was a Big Boss Man Hulk Hogan match. And then, growing up as a Hulkamaniac, 4 years old, I had a Halloween costume of Hulk Hogan that I proudly wore. And then continued on through Bret Hart, continued on through The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kurt Angle, and to today. My interest has always waned depending on the product on TV. Like, if it's boring, I'm not going to watch it. But if there's competition, like right now, what we're seeing with Ring of Honor, New Japan, and other promotions like Evolve, it's just been fascinating. It's kind of like the regional system is almost restarting, which is fun to watch.
Variety is the spice of life, Morehouse, and this is the big thing that I find really cool about the scene now, is just how many promotions there are and how many people can work for one promotion one weekend and jump, and you'll see them on like an all-star indie super show the next weekend for sure. Tell us what you think right now currently of the WWE product. What shows are you watching with WWE, if you're watching any of them, and what shows are you avoiding like the plague?
For WWE, I always make sure to watch the takeovers because those are really excellent. The young talent they have is promoted really well down there in NXT, but unfortunately when they come up to the main roster, they get lost in the shuffle. For the main roster stuff, I definitely prefer SmackDown and the quality that they have over there over Raw. Also, it's a drag to watch 3 hours of Raw, so I usually watch highlights of that show because it's just too long and there's too many people that I don't care about.
Is there anything on the network that you're watching?
The network side, yeah, I watch the NXT as much as I can. I watch the British tournament they had. I watched the Cruiserweight Classics. For network specials, other than the pay-per-views, I don't really watch any of the TV shows they produce, sadly.
Excellent. And you said you are a New Japan fan. I assume that you subscribe to the New Japan World Service.
Absolutely. I've been I started following it last Wrestle Kingdom. I was like, okay, what is this? I have never watched it before, and I was hooked. It's just so fascinating. The storylines are good. Even though they speak Japanese most of the time, you can understand the storyline just based on, presentation, what's going on. It's really entertaining.
And I guess I'll just close out this line of questioning, I should say, by just asking, what indies are you watching right now?
I watch Ring of Honor, I watch Evolve, I watch New Japan. I'm always reading the stats of what goes on, like the match results of other promotions, Dragon's Gate and Progress. It's harder to find that without subscription services. I follow Chikara And I do want to get into Shimmer. I don't know much about it, but I hear good things about it.
Oh, Shimmer is amazing, my friend. And now that you're involved with myself and Nitromaniac TV, you're going to be hearing a lot about Shimmer from me. Definitely.
Excellent.
Yeah, definitely in 2018, because they got that 100th, Volume 100, I should say, happening WrestleMania weekend in New Orleans. And having seen a Shimmer show in the past in New Orleans, it is a great venue for Shimmer.
Awesome. I look forward to watching that. It's going to be an interesting show, especially if there's 100. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Well, myself and Morehouse are proud to announce tonight that we will be working on a series for Nitromaniac TV's wrestling channel in 2018, titled tentatively Wrestling's B-Roll, where myself and Mr. Morehouse here will sit down and take a look at some of the obscure and forgotten events in wrestling history that have taken place. A lot of old school indie stuff. You were saying that there is a lot of neat stuff back on the network now for WWE that we can take a look at that might have kind of slipped through everybody's proverbial, I guess, fishnet.
Absolutely. There's you have world-class wrestling on there. You have some AWA. You have some NWA Mid-Atlantic. You have Thunder and Nitro. You have even old Raws or old Saturday nights would be interesting to take on, the poorer episodes at least, and see what went wrong.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, Morehouse, I'll let you go for now, but thank you very much for joining me on Nitromaniac TV's wrestling channel. I can't wait till 2018 starts so you and I can start cranking out some of these shows. If people want to follow you on Twitter, where can they follow you at?
That's a good question, because I just changed my Twitter handle. and I forget what I changed it to. But you can find me at the Morehouse CDN, as in Canadian.
At the Morehouse Canadian.
CDN, yeah.
CDN, okay, sorry. At the Morehouse CDN.
CDN.
And they'll see it fonted underneath there because it'll be written underneath there. But anyway, Morehouse, thanks for joining me today.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
And I'm Kellen Nitro. Happy wrestling watching and later days. We'll talk to you soon.